Good morning, it is day 149 and we are getting ready to leave the apartment so I can go to get my first treatment. However, I went down to get some breakfast and the street seller, look at this, 2 eggs, rice, 1 omelette, rice, both together 45 baht, so literally £1 for all of that.
I'm having the 2 eggs.
Yeah, that's right. I ordered extra eggs, I know you too.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Do. It's very tasty. Yum yum.
Yes, good evening. My name is Quajati Mathieu Lemarchand. I'd like to make a formal complaint about the now changed schedule to the travelogue videos I have been looking forward to on a daily basis on the YouTube. I would also like to make a complaint about the fact that you've said there would be videos posted on a Wednesday, and all I got was an announcement when I was expecting my regular 16 minimum minutes video. So just lots to think about there, lots to unpack, and I hope you're happy. Goodbye.
We need more Kujatis.
Is it a temple? Is it a school? I don't know. It chimes like a temple, but I can see the kids have just had an assembly right behind it, so maybe it's dual purpose, and yeah, maybe the church are getting involved in education here too. Can't be a bad thing, I reckon. And I almost pulled a Tino this morning, and what is pulling a Tino? Well, it's the misidentification of dangers, let's say. So on Sarah's 30th birthday, he almost had the place shut down, being the intrepid hero firefighter that he is, noticing that candles were burning way too close to some curtains, only to be told that, yeah, they're fake candles, and yeah, what kind of firefighter are you? But I admired the fact that he spotted it, because I hadn't, and yeah, so all the props go to Tino. And why did I almost make this mistake? Well, having been to the poison tropical flower garden over in Batu Ferengi, I learned, or reaffirmed, let's say, that this Monstera della Rosa, which is a very common indoor houseplant, is highly toxic, particularly to animals that chew it. Yeah, the sap, it's not good for your stomach, gives you diarrhea. Don't think it'll kill you, but it's not good. And so, yeah, I was going to proudly tell Sarah what I felt of the in-house plantage, but yeah.
Yeah, you forgot to mention.
It's plastic.
Yes, you forgot to mention that I said it was plastic. He was like doing some research, and I was like, you know, that's plastic.
I wasn't doing some research. I remembered all the information. All the information I get from this trip, I've committed to memory.
Getting busted. Good morning, Mr. Lemarchand. This is the customer service representative of Travel Diaries with SJ and Tim. We have received your feedback and really appreciate your commitment and dedication to the channel. Unfortunately, this decision has not been made lightly and has been made by the management team, senior management team. We hope you still enjoy our videos, and yes, my name is SJ if you would like to come and take my photo. Sarah Jane Ababoto. Come on and take my photo, Sarah Jane Ababoto. By the way, Quayla Marchand is the artist behind that song. Shanti Manti.
The lounge here at the Altitude Unicorn does feel a little bit like a nightclub. No music pumping this morning though. There is a coffee shop behind me. Perhaps I'll go and have a little peruse. And it's my first little trip inside a condo kind of complex. And it is interesting the way they've integrated kind of everything you need. So you have all your recreational spaces, your social spaces, the things you'd need for work and pleasure within the building. I think the only thing they're lacking at the moment is like an integrated place to perhaps do your shopping, a supermarket or something. But in the days of Grab, perhaps you just get it delivered. So maybe this is a taste of the future. It's not just the little cube, it's also inside a building that provides everything for you that you need. Facial recognition and key cards to get through doors, so you can be shut out and let into different areas depending on, I guess, how you're behaving and which bills you've paid. So yeah, an interesting one. Perhaps we will look to the 15-minute cities that are making such big headlines in the UK at the minute as perhaps maybe something we wished we had if all you're going to get is locks inside a building, although it's a very nice building. It was opened in 2022. It has 711 units and it's very well cleaned. Look, all the time staff going around maintaining it. I don't know what the service charge is, but the cost of an entry-level flat is around £50,000, and that raises to about £175,000. I think there are 44 units still for sale of the 711 in total, and there are 22 that are rentable. Having just come down in the lift, you can see there are lots of rules to abide by, and on the screens that are located here, there and everywhere, it lets you know that, yeah, don't hang your washing out the window, don't sublet your apartment, don't rent out your car space. So yeah, and they are keeping an eye, like I say, facial recognition absolutely everywhere. Where's Sarah?
And we've just booked a cab and it is coming, yes, on its way. It's about 15 minutes away and it's £7.
Okay, time to get a coffee.
Yeah, we are super early, like my appointment's in 2 hours, so we've got enough time.
Yeah, always good to be early.
I feel dry. I decided not to put any moisture on my skin just so the doctor can see what it's like, and it's the first time I'm feeling a little bit like, but excited to actually go and speak to someone that can talk the same language. So yeah, excited.
And we have an answer to how the food is delivered. There we go, there's our drop-off point.
So we have to pay. He just asked us, can we go on the expressway? And it's an extra 75 baht, which is £2. And we said, yeah, fine.
It'll just be a lot quicker, isn't it? It's going to save us a lot of time and
yeah, not money, but yeah, time. We are here in Bangkok. We've arrived an hour early. Look at me on it. This is the influence of this one. And this is called Nonthaburi. And it seems like there's a lot of businesses. They have these big complexes with lots of clinics, it looks like, banks, businesses. So I'm just trying to find where the clinic is, and then maybe we'll go and find a little coffee shop or something just to chill for a bit. So we have found the clinic, and yeah, let's go and find somewhere. Oh look, they've got some stores in front. Let's find a coffee shop and chill for about an hour or 45 minutes. We want to get there early.
there is a new contender in the mix, Tops Daily. I'm going to go and have to check that out later. And the name of the road here is Bond Street, and it looks like it's a road where there's a conglomeration of medical clinics and also massage parlours as well. So do they count as a medical clinic? I guess maybe they do.
And we have from the Shot Cafe, we have a lychee soda, we've got a honey lime soda, and they both were 50 baht each, which is just over £1.20. That is good.
Fizzy, sweet and sour.
And we got it normal because you can opt to get less sugar, more sugar, less ice.
Wow, with more sugar than this? That's crazy. It's very sweet.
Is it? Yeah, maybe we should always ask less ice and then you get more drink.
Less sugar.
And less sugar. And guess what? Tino. actually, and guess what? Tim. You know what? Tim was actually going to water those plants as well.
Yeah, me and Tino, we both shut the place down. Poisonous plants and dangerous fire hazards.
Look at this. How funny. It was just on this tray on the table. So just done treatment on my face, and yeah, it was actually quite comfortable. Only a few little zaps here and there, but yeah, it's just like a wand and pen rubbing it over your face. And we're starting to do the body, my hands. So there's a different machine for your face and your body. Yeah, and yeah, Jay did maybe, what was that, 2 hours? 2 hours of talking about all the different things about the condition and irritants and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of information.
I have left Sarah on the table of recovery about an hour and a half into her session. She's got about half an hour left, and she was fast asleep when I left, which is it's a good sign. It means it's not too painful for her to undergo. It can be in more extreme cases. We had a 2-hour meeting with Jay where he went through absolutely everything, and it's a lot to take in and unpack, if I'm honest. It seems like the recovery process goes through 4 stages. Each one is 33 months long, and Sarah's 18 months into the first stage. By the time you reach the end of the second stage, you can start to lead a normal life again, and you can flare up and down depending on how you react to the allergens in the air. And it seems like the steroids have thinned the skin to the point where you have no barrier, and yeah, it's caused by chemicals around you in your clothes. So you constantly need to be vigilant and aware and live in a very sterile environment, and cleaning products can be the worst things for it. It seems like the flaking of the skin and the itching are a good sign, as long as they're not accompanied by redness, which they're not. This is the skin trying to reactivate the cells and start working again. It sounds like the thing that Sarah's going to have to stop doing is scratching, because that leads to cutting the skin, and that's when it can get infected. And there are a few infections that they can treat. And also she's going to have to go through a moisture withdrawal process, which sounds like it's going to be pretty brutal, if I'm honest, and you're going to see a dramatic regression in your condition as the skin dries out and cracks, and it has to start producing moisture for itself. How do I feel? I'm glad Sarah's spoken to someone who understands the condition, and we can start this process of recovery, and it's going to be a long one. How do I feel personally? I'm really angry. Like, I have a compartmentalized rage buried deep down inside me that you will not understand. If I think about it, my blood boils, and it's hard to place that anger anywhere, because where do you throw it? You know, my opinion of the NHS is pretty dim. I know there are some great people that work for it, but that's where the finger of blame points, in my opinion. At every stage she was prescribed more steroids, and speaking to Jay, he was shocked at how she was treated. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just angry. My bad mood to colour my opinion, but yeah, I'm moving on for Tops Daily, and I'm going in the search of a 7-Eleven. There wasn't much in there, to be honest. So yeah, the hunt continues. Well, what do you do when you're down on your luck? You go and visit 7-Eleven and you make contact with an old friend, and a banana thrown in for good measure. I think Sarah should be done in the next 15 minutes, so yeah, I'll head back in just a mo.
So I've just come out of the treatment. I was there for about 2 hours. It actually was really, really relaxing. It was like a vibrating pen. It's quite labour intensive because obviously it's only a small surface area and they have to do my whole body. I only had like 3 little zings, but that it wasn't really anything. But yeah, it was just really relaxing, and yeah, just feeling a bit tight at the moment. But yeah, no moisture on my skin now. So yeah, this is going to be testing times. I think it gets worse before it can get better. But it's really good to be able to speak to someone that recognises this condition and be around people and see their results as well. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Right, nothing to panic about. The video's here now, okay? The video's here. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Don't worry anymore. Thank you.